Hello, my dear students. In this video, we will learn about agriculture and how it is important for our country's economy, and we will also see the types of farming. All right. So, we will start with the meaning of agriculture. Agriculture basically has been derived from two Latin words, that is, agri means land and culture means cultivation. So, basically, the meaning of agriculture is land cultivation. So, you have to remember the meaning of agriculture as land cultivation. Now we will start with the importance of agriculture. We all know that agriculture is the largest livelihood provider in India. Almost 70% or two-thirds of the India's population is engaged in agricultural activities. So a large number of people of our country depends on agriculture. That's why our country is also known as agrarian country. Secondly, because of agriculture, only 125 crore citizens of our country as well as 13 crores animals get their food for survival. So agriculture also provides large number of food for the people as well as animal kingdom. Apart from the food, agriculture also produce raw materials for various multi-million dollar industries like tea, sugarcane, cotton, etc. Such industries are also known as agro-based industries, as you have studied this in class 9 also. Fourth point is agriculture apart from providing food, providing employment, providing raw materials to the agro-based industries, it also helps in bringing lots of foreign exchange to the country by exporting the food items to the other foreign countries. So agriculture also contributes in national economy. So just imagine how agriculture is important to the country, to individual, to the family development. So there is also a saying that a healthy nation is a prosperous nation, and to become healthy nation, agriculture produces most of the food that we consume. So till now you have got an idea, brief idea regarding agricultural importance. Let us move ahead and get to know more in depth about agriculture. So moving ahead, we will go to the second topic, that is types of farming. Agriculture is not something new to us. It has been carried out since ages, hence there will be significant changes in the way that they have been carried out, isn't it? Actually, I'm talking about what I'm talking about techniques, its procedures, agricultural techniques, agricultural procedures, agricultural practices, etc. And over a time, a lot of things changes, like physical environment also. Let's take an example of weather itself. Weather is not same today, what it used to be thousands of years back. Similarly, there is massive, huge technological boost, technological changes in the agricultural sector. In order to use them efficiently, we all need to have proper knowledge, proper technical know-how. Right. So there has been lots of technical boost. For example, today we have high yielding varieties of seeds to grow crops quickly. High yielding varieties of seeds you must have come across when you were studying Green Revolution, which was started in 1960s in our countries. So you are all aware of these high yielding varieties of seeds. You all know that these seeds produces more with less inputs, isn't it? They did not require much water, although they require irrigations, but they did not require much of water. They did not require much time also. These innovations are possible due to genetic engineering, and one need to have or acquire the knowledge in order to make efficient use of this technology. So based on such diversity, just such changes, such developments, there are three types of agriculture which we have to study. Number one is primitive subsistence farming, number two is intensive subsistence farming, and number three is commercial farming. So we will see one by one. First of all, we will see primitive subsistence farming. farming. The meaning of the term primitive is having characteristics of an early stage. So the primary tools that were used in such kind of agricultural practice were hoe, plow, dhow, digging sticks, etc. And also in such kind of agricultural practices, families or community laborers are also engaged. But today, we have, as I have already discussed also, we have large machineries, technological development, technological boost. But even there are few places in India where so this kind of farming is still continued, where things are at early stage only, primitive stage only. So most commonly this type of farming is dependent on monsoon rainfall only. Why monsoon rainfall? Because that is the cheapest and the best way to get water. So this type of agricultural practice or this type of farming depends upon monsoon rainfall. So in such kind of farming, you cannot think of having private channels, private irrigation facilities from any sort of reservoirs or irrigations, etc. Similarly, you cannot afford to have high yielding varieties of seeds, fertilizers, chemical pesticides, no advanced methods in this type of farming. Only traditional methods are used. So natural fertility of soil is very, very important in such kind of agricultural farming or such kind of farming. And then you need to have suitability of other environments also in such type of farming. Means the mother nature should be very, very happy. Again, you cannot have an access to private rooms or freezers or some sort of place where you can control the temperature in order to keep the final product, final crops that they produced. So they don't have such kind of facilities also. So in simple terms, we can also say primitive subsistence farming is also known as traditional farming, where you do not use any modern technologies. Everything is of early stage only, primitive one. These all are there in primitive farming. And one of the example of primitive farming is slash and burn agriculture. Slash and burn agriculture is one of the type of primitive subsistence farming. Remember that there is another term for slash and burn agriculture, that is room cultivation, which is used in northeastern states, and it is also known as Deepa in Bastar district of Chhattisgarh. Same thing, but is termed differently in different places. So you have to remember different terminologies in which is used in different states or different regions. Actually, this slash and burn agriculture is mainly practiced in the tribal regions of northeastern regions. So what did they do? First of all, they clear the land, they cut down all the natural vegetations, they make it a flat plain land, they grow crops there. And once they have done with the growing parts naturally, the soil fertility will decrease. Then what they do is they burn the natural vegetation, and the ashes of the burned vegetation will again make the soil fertile. And again, in the meantime, they move on to the another piece of land for the cultivation. So that's why this is known as slash and burn agriculture also. But this processes decreases the land productivity, and thus this type of agriculture is not recommended at all. So this is all about primitive subsistence farming. Hope you all are clear about it. I hope you are clear about the importance of agriculture, the meaning of agriculture, and also the types of farming, where we have discussed the very first type, that is primitive subsistence farming. So I'll be sending you the next video where I'll be explaining the intensive subsistence farming and commercial farming. But I hope you are very much clear with the three subtopics of the chapter agriculture.